months into these like regular, I would say once or twice a week sessions, we started to do it more often, and even like he wants to turn us into a team. He was discussing it with me. Michael was like a bit ahead. We was at one training spot that we go to called Ledge. Then Michael just says out loud, Team Dem. The D standing for David, the E standing for Ethan, the M standing for Michael. And me and Ethan was like, yeah. Michael just said it randomly, but we ended up using it as our team name. It's weird to remember. I can't remember exactly when this happened, when the first video idea was discussed. But I remember I think it was mainly Ethan, Annabelle and Michael was discussing they wanted to make like a team video showing all the training and things we've been doing. And like we all know how to operate a camera, but most of the filming was done by Ethan and Michael. Through a couple of weeks of filming random training clips, like me and Ethan weren't that good at this point. We were progressing and improving, but our jumps are still a bit sloppy. We still needed to clean things up, but they still wanted to make a video, so we made the video, and like throughout more months of training, we all started to develop our own styles. In 2013, I was still making my silly videos, my silly Facebook videos, and like people watching them, enjoying them. Some I don't think were laughing at the videos, they were laughing at me, they were just thinking I was weird, but I was still enjoying making them. And some people say, you know, you should put them on YouTube, you know, you should make a YouTube account and put them online. And like, I thought about it and I thought, okay then, I'll do that. So I sign up to Google, I type in all that information, and then I finally create my first ever YouTube channel. And it was a place where I could upload anything I wanted at any given time, without any restrictions. Just, I could make whatever silly videos I wanted, and so I did. I decided to make a series called Dave Chat.
Bad boy, are you ready for the bass? My DJ, yo, get on the case.
Hey guys, it's Dave here from Dave Chat Studios. Not really, it's just my living room. Oh well.
And today's top story is what you're eating in your food. Is it this? Or is it that? The first one was the following. Horse meat hair. Well, in horse meat, apparently it can make you really ill, like when you get food poisoning. And
it just all round became like my own show, and people actually really enjoyed it. So much so, students at school would tell teachers about these videos, and teachers would put them on. Like, students would put them on in front of teachers, and teachers would see like this whole new person. And some teachers never even taught me, and they just saw this whole new person. And like, they'd see how shy and unconfident I was in class, so I just kept myself to myself. still looking at the window daydreaming, and like when I'm on my own I'm just this different person. It's just like everyone's like shocked. The quiet kid is actually quite funny and can be confident, and it's just like I just chose to be quiet half of the time. But I won't forget one teacher put my video in front of a whole class. Now just imagine that, like you're shy and like you don't really like much people talking to you. Then you find out through other people that the teachers put your video in front of a whole class. Think how weird that would be. That's how I felt. I felt weird. I didn't feel weirded out. I just felt like, whoa, why are teachers watching this? And it was just like, okay, it was just strange. I'd never had that happen before, and people were still shocked how I can be one way and another. It's just strange. But it felt cool. But even Ethan and Michael watched the videos and they found it funny, and they would quote certain things I'd say on the training sessions. It was just cool. I never really was into much at that time other than art and parkour. Like the video games I still was into, but I was starting to venture off into doing more videos. Shortly later I left high school and I started college, and it was like starting school all over again. I had no friends. I didn't have Ethan with me because he was still at school at that point. I was on my own and I was just that shy kid again. But I did make a few friends in the end. There was someone who was interested in parkour at some point during the course, but yeah, I got to know people. In some sports lessons I'd find myself doing some parkour jumps or even just a roll on the floor. And I was heavily into parkour at that point. You know, just going to college because I had to. And I was still training with Ethan and Michael more than we ever had before. During the summer of 2014 is where me and Ethan really started to improve our parkour training.
Do it.
Can't just stop it.
Right. Now try and get a front shot.
I was going to say that, get a shot. Oh my god.
That wasn't so clean. Cleaner than Jeff anyway.
Dave, backflip for me. Be a bab. Be a bab and backflip.
We were working on a project We were halfway through filming our second one, and then something bad happened. We were filming a run where all three of us like do something in front of the camera. Yeah, it was one of us go, then the other one go, then the other one go. End of video. Team down at the bottom of the screen. End of video. But it did happen, but that didn't exactly go to plan. Because what happened was, we were filming that. Ethan goes, does a side flip, lands it really well. Me, I do a front flip, roll. It goes fine. Michael does the exact same as me. He does a front flip and rolls. But as he comes out of his roll, his spine goes over a brick. And you can see on the video, Michael's kind of like running funny because of the way he landed. And all that day, Michael was in pain. And we'd only really just started training the same day of filming that. We just started the session, and like Michael had to really, days later he had to call it quits on doing the free running thing, and like, which really sucked. And it was just, it really sucked. Michael had to basically leave the team because he damaged a disc in his spine, leaving just me and Ethan on our own. So yeah, me and Ethan still trained, and like, it was just, we was missing the main member, it seemed, the one who pushed us to do new things, and like, we didn't think it was ever going to be the same again, which it wasn't, but we did move on. During this time I was still going to college, and like, I was starting my second year. Something about the second year felt off. Everything was kind of feeling the same as the year prior. And it was just like, one day I remember waking up and being like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. So on the 16th of September 2014, I decided I was done with being in college. I was done with being in a trap. So I emailed my college and I said, I'm quitting, it's not for me anymore. So I just left. I was taking a big risk doing that because I wasn't making any money. You got to understand, even when I was at college, I wasn't making any money. Leaving and just dropping everything was a big risk. A risk I was willing to take, because I no longer wanted to be a slave to the 9 to 5 system anymore. I learned that money will never ever make you happy in life. No matter how much you think it will, money does not last forever. And I truly learned that money will never serve you, money will never make you happy as a person. After I quit, in my mind I was like, I'm gonna seriously pursue free running with all I've got now. I'm gonna train harder, get better, and try and make a living from free running somehow, some way. But it was, to me, never about making money from free running. It was never about making money at all. It's just about my passion and what I wanted to achieve. But at this time when I quit college, Ethan had just started that same course that I was on, Ethan was doing. During college days, when he was at college, we would meet up afterwards, and the college issued us these free bus passes, so we took advantage of that. We went to places we wanted to go for a while, and we travelled and trained just in our local area, just by going on the bus and picking new spots. And like, so we used that time to really get good. And Ethan hated college with a passion. He only went because when you leave school, you have to go to college. And so Ethan was like, I really hate this course. But at one point he couldn't take it anymore, so he quit without even telling the college. He just quit. We were two free teens, able to do what we wanted. Yeah, we had no money. Money wasn't really on our minds as such. But we really wanted to take freerunning way more seriously. During this time of being free, we took the opportunity to train until we got to a point we were happy. It's not about being good, it's about being happy with your style, with your progression. In your mind, it's got to be to your standard. It's not going to be to anyone else. No, you might be good at some things in parkour when others might be good in some other things, but no one's better than each other in parkour. We're like a chain and we're all here to support each other. No weak links, we all build each other up. That's what I like. And parkour was really starting to help us in our life. Because when I met Ethan was pretty much kind of like me, the shy kid. Through doing parkour and getting out there a lot more and just spending a lot more time together. Because during this time, me and Ethan's friendship, we were getting really close. We knew a lot about each other and we were no longer like strangers to each other. We were really close. We would talk to each other most days on the phone, just having the most stupidest conversations, because me and Ethan had this connection where we're just weird together. We have a good friendship. No matter how long it's been since we've seen each other, me and Ethan still have a good friendship. But parkour was not only helping me as a person grow, it was helping Ethan grow. Ethan was becoming this confident person because of parkour. He could talk more to people. Yeah, he'd still be a bit awkward in parts of his life, but parkour was really helping him out, and it was helping me out. And with that we grew as people, we were growing as friends. But because we'd known more Michael, we knew we had to kind of get in touch with some of the people Ethan knew from school. And so, yeah, we started to, Ethan started to hang about with the people he used to flip with in school, because during break times when he was at school, Ethan and a bunch of people from school, Ethan and a group of people at school would, at break time, do flips on the grass. But because the school didn't really understand what freerunning was, and they thought it was too dangerous, and they didn't understand the ounce about self-progression, they tried to control it. Instead they tried to pull them in after school club where they could do flips safely. It kind of worked, but because the school didn't really understand, they were trying to control, they were trying to turn it more into a gymnastics club and teaching different techniques. And Ethan and that group of friends weren't having it, so they just left the group. Ethan introduced me to some of his friends. Two people I instantly got along with, that was Sean Chandler and Jeffrey Perkins. Me and Ethan came up with this decision to let them join Team Dem. Considering Michael left, we needed some more members, and unintentionally we ended up having 2 more people join the team. And so it was the 4 of us, not understanding really where to take our team, we just started training. But during all that, there would be times I had sessions on my own. Like, I had to have times where I could train on my own, be by myself, just put some earphones in and just train. At some point in 2014, one spot that I used to train at a lot was getting taken down, like it was closing down. It would no longer be good for me to train on it anymore without getting told off being on there. That was because someone brought the property, and it really sucked. But it gave me this bright idea to do something I'd never really done before, and that was to get a camera and just film all the stuff I've ever done at that spot. Some days later, I get up early morning, or sometime in the afternoon, I get up, and I didn't have a camera at this point, so I had to borrow my sister's, but it came in handy. I just went out that day and filmed all the stuff I could. Oh gosh. Sunny weather. Sunny weather. Nice day for training, don't you think? Yeah guys, I'm a lazy person. Look, I've only just got up and it's probably like 2 in the afternoon now. But yeah, we've still got a lot of stuff to film today. Oh, I hope it's gonna be alright. So yeah, right now, just need to go and get changed. So I ain't wearing this stinky thing. So yeah. Hey, just stop filming. Oh, drop 5p. There's my mom's tune. Hello. I'm ready for my day. And I'm all washed up and cleaned. Well, my hair, no excuse for that, man. But yeah, guys, well, yeah, I'll take to the spot soon. Just gonna have some food, but you don't have to see me do that, so yeah. So next time you see me, hopefully, we should be outside at the Parkour spot. Well, on its last day, of course. It's going for auction tomorrow. It's not the Parkour spot area though, but the building is, and I will choose not to try now for now, so it's going for auction, so there's no point. Ready, guys? I have to speak this up there. Dave at one of his favourite spots before it closes down. This is an old abandoned social club, and it's quite great. No, it's a clinic as well, quite was. But yeah, yeah, I'm doing a video just to show basically what I learned here and stuff. Yeah, so if you see repetitive stuff, it's because of the stuff I learned here. So yeah, and I'm representing Axis Freerunning. If you want some of their clothing, go on the website. I'll put a link in the description. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Yeah.
the camera as well.
Really, it was something special. It was like a send off to that spot that I've been training at for so long. And like it sucked that the spot was gone. But so I got home and I spent about 2 days editing the video. And this was the first time I'd ever used the proper editing software. So I was messing with different things, not really understanding much, but I just messed around with things. So I made the video and I uploaded it to YouTube. And it was something called Last Day at SC or something I called it. So I uploaded that. And then I was like, I want to do this again at a spot that I never usually get kicked off. That day I was just filming all the stuff I was training at that time, and it was just a blast. I had some music on, I was just, you know, filming me stretching and stuff I'd never really tried before, but I saw it on YouTube and I was just like, okay, I'll go home, edit this. That same day the video was, I didn't film tons of stuff, but enough to make a good video. So I upload that and I call it Another Fine Day Episode 1, Mind Over Matter. I upload it and then I get a message off Ethan saying, cool video, you know what, we should make one of those. And I was hesitant to start with. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, like make this. So yeah, I tell him, yeah, we can meet up, we can train whatnot. And that day it's tipping it down with rain, but we still make a video. And I call it Another Fine Day Episode 2. I can't remember what the episode was called, but could have been Training the Mind or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I upload it. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a series out of this. And so I do. I decide I'm gonna start a parkour and freerunning series called Another Fine Day. Little did I know the impact that was going to have on my life.